Biracial? How's that different than black? So, for example, in my mind, if I think biracial, what that's supposed to mean, in reference to someone being biracial, it would mean that that person has one parent who's white and one parent who is black. Now granted, they could be Asian instead, or they could be something, but for the sake of generally what we're talking about here, we're generally talking about having a white parent and a black parent. And that means biracial by default. Obama, again, hey, he was never the first black president. He was the first biracial president because his mother was white and his father was like African, basically, right? And he was raised by his mother in America who was white. He only met his father, once? So his cultural exposure growing up, in Kansas or wherever it was, or I know he moved around a lot, but still the point is, culturally, maybe he was pretty white and his mom was white. So either way, to say that he's black, that's kind of confusing to me, to say he's the first black president when one of his parents are white. If anything, he's the first biracial president. Halle Berry, same situation, right? She was raised by her white mother. Her father was black. She wasn't really around her father, so she was maybe culturally raised more white. But when she won her award, she was the first black woman to win the award, right? And it's that same thing. It's like, I think that's why it's confusing to people. For what I feel comfortable with saying, I feel comfortable saying the person is biracial. If I even need to say anything. Really, I think, well, why say anything? You know, like Lenny Kravitz, there's another biracial. You know, his father being Jewish, his mother being African American, he's biracial. He's not black, right? Trevor Noah, right? Black mother, white father, he's biracial. He's not black. To me, it's that simple. But I think what happens culturally is when someone who is biracial, one of their parents being black, when they do something new, it's maybe the black community's way of saying, this is the first time someone who's biracial of African descent has done this thing, so therefore they're the first black person to do it. I think that there's confusion on people's perception of what it means to be black versus biracial. Obama, truly our first biracial president.